We bout that business, boy, we bout that business. It get real up in that field, but got built bout that business. That business, boy, we bout that business. This all hustle, this ain't luck, lady buck, about that business. We bout that business, We trending on retreat, we bout that business, All we know is win, ain't no defeat. We bout that business, competition can't compete. We bout that business, I'm number one, I feel it in my cleats. Hey, we got facts, we got stats, not to mention trending topics. You the champ? No, that's cap, drilling, killing all the guys. Please don't try that, boy, you know we hotter, boy, making all kind of noise. We on fire, what you know about them Ohio boys? We bout that business, boy, we bout that business. It get real up in that field, but got built bout that business. That business, boy, we bout that business. This all hustle, this ain't luck, lady buck, about that business. We bout that business, We trending on retreat, we bout that business. All we know is win, ain't no defeat. We bout that business, competition can't compete. We bout that business, I'm number one, I feel it in my cleats.
Yeah. Welcome back, family. We about that business. Can you feel it in your cleats? It's that weekend for all championships to be had. And we gonna talk about the Georgia-Alabama turkey brawl in the backyard, smear the queer matchup that's gonna happen this Saturday. Listen, this game has always been a good game, but one thing that I've noticed, Saban's not on the sideline. So if Georgia going to win this game this year, Kirby need to quit crying, quit cheating, and coach his team up. What say you? I'll tell you another thing. They have an opportunity. Either one of them has an opportunity to get a first round bye if they win this game, which will put them in great position to meet up with an Ohio State or Indiana, and we'll get to that later, Indiana team. So I'm just looking forward to this game. It's gonna be a snobber locker, knocker, blocker, or whatever y'all call it. Smear the queer is what I call it. They gonna beat each other up, and I'd like to hear from you guys. What say you, Nettie? What's happening, baby?
Y'all gonna keep seeing it. I'm gonna keep talking about it. There go another one for y'all. Go Bucks. Go Bucks. So let's get into that business. Okay. And I'm gonna add everybody to the stage on this. Okay, because we need to talk about this. We got Coop. What's up, Coop?
What's happening, Ladybug?
What's up? What's up? That's my fam, y'all. Be easy now. I'm sensitive about my fam.
What's
We
going
got
on, JC? What's happening, David?
What's going on with you?
Let's get this rocking. I need to hear some of your energy, baby. I need to hear you now.
Hold on. We got Cool Hand. We got
What's up, good people? What's up?
What's up? Okay, Coop and Coop, they SEC. We're gonna talk about it. So, first question. All right, let me draw everybody's attention to the top 25. Okay. Now, there's some questions here. You got two. Okay, you got Georgia. We strictly talking about the SEC. You got Georgia, number 3. Okay, SEC. You got Texas Tech, SEC. Am I correct? You got Ole Miss. You got Ole Miss, SEC. Is that correct? Texas A&M, SEC. Then I'm just going to move past. Then we get to Alabama.
No.
Okay,
What about Texas now?
They're not. I'm talking about everybody before. Everybody before Bama. Okay. Oklahoma. The question is, the opinion is why does Bama get to go to the SEC championship? Cool Hand, let me start with you. What you think? Why is Bama chosen over these other SEC teams that are ranked above them?
That's a very good question, and me and the guys at the station were talking about the same thing. However, they don't know. It seems to me it just boils down to politics. So I have no idea. how they go about putting these certain teams into these positions. So that's a very good question. Maybe somebody with a little bit more insight can share that.
Yeah, Buck Idea, what you think about
that one? Because, hey, Coop, check this out, bro. So the whole thing is, it's not who's above Alabama, it's who Alabama beat. And Alabama beat Georgia.
Yeah, they did beat Georgia.
That's what this is all about. And then you got to think about Mercedes-Benz, and like you said, the politics that's involved with bringing in both of those fan bases into that stadium and into the city of Atlanta. Alabama always travels to Mercedes-Benz for anything, whether it's a concert, it doesn't matter, because that's the only venue that Alabama has other than going all the way to New Orleans. And then you have the fan base for all of Atlanta with the Bulldogs. So no matter what, that stadium will be packed out. So if you bring in a Texas, Ole Miss, Texas Tech, they have to travel. Alabama don't have to travel that far to fill that stadium. So you're right about the politics. You're right about the finances and things of that nature. But the most important thing is Georgia got beat by Alabama.
Right.
And they've been getting beat mollywopped for the last 4-5 years. And Saban's not on the sideline this year. So is this Georgia's time to shine? That's what you need to think about.
So we're not worried. So we're not looking at anymore the amount of losses the team has. We're looking at the quality of the losses. Is that what you're saying? We're looking at, because Alabama has 2 losses and these other ones have 1. So is that what we're doing now? Other than the quality?
I wouldn't say the quality of the losses, because like you just said, they lost to Alabama. So and Georgia has 1 loss?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't look at it as the quality of the loss. I look at it as who they just lost to. So like you said, I can agree to that. And I don't know what it is between Georgia and Alabama, but that's a long history of rivalry teams. So yeah, I would say that. And then here it is, you bringing in that revenue from surrounding cities to come here, like you said, the Mercedes Benz. So yeah, I
And,
look at it as
and the
one of those
commissioner,
things.
Coop, and the
You-
commissioner of the SEC, what is his job? His job is to promote the SEC. Who is their um um top teams in the SEC? That would be Alabama and
Mhm.
Georgia. It's not Texas A&M. It's not Ole Miss. They're coming up. I get that. It's not Texas. So in order to promote SEC and keep them relevant as far as where it comes to the Big Ten, you have to put your predominant teams in that championship. We don't have to worry about that. We play in Indiana, who hasn't won nothing since 1967.
Right.
So we don't have to worry about perpetuating how we keep our conference relevant. But the SEC has to. They have no choice. And when Lady Buck was talking about is it the strength of schedule? Sometimes it is, but Miami should be. Again, we went back yesterday. Miami should be in the playoffs, whether Duke wins or Virginia wins. So that's quality. That's a quality opponent for any one of these teams, Alabama, Ohio State, Indiana, to play against. They don't want to play against a BYU. What kind of revenue would that make? Or a Missouri or something like that. So you got to look at the finances and you have to look at the politics of each conference, which is Big Ten and SEC.
Yeah, I
Okay.
agree. I agree.
So, but let me ask you this, and I'll ask Nitty this. Welcome, Nitty. Well, so then why did what was the expansion for then? The 12 team expansion. I thought it was to give other teams a chance to play for the big one and to get in the playoff. Was that not the reason? Nitty, what's your thought?
That's what they try to tell us. But to me, I think it was for more revenue and better TV contracts. That I mean, that's the only thing that can make sense to me because to me they contradict their own by you know not following their own model. But when it's all said and done, money talk and other stuff walk.
Because to me, I mean, like Coop and Buckeye Bill are saying they agree on it. It's like if you're just going to pick the same two teams, to represent you, then what is the playoff, the 12? Why did you expand it? What's the reason now? It
And
doesn't
I'm
make
going to
sense
chime
to me.
in
Am
one
I
more
missing
time
something?
and I'll let you understand something.
Okay.
They wanted to consolidate the Rose Bowl, Sugar Bowl, Peach Bowl, and the Orange Bowl as the predominant venues to watch during the playoffs. The Liberty Bowl, the Outback Bowl, and all those weren't predominant bowls. So what they like Nitty said, they the blueprint was to make sure that those particular bowls would generate the revenue that will back the NIL and to back some of the conferences that they need in order to expand the programs and pay for some of the other like the tennis or the track and things of that nature. So yes, bringing in a BYU, that's just exposure. Missouri is an exposure. James Mason, if they get in, it's exposure. That's why they might even go to a 16 game playoff just to get more exposure for some of these other teams. But with the NIL and the trans portal, team, kids can stay home. They can get paid a little bit of money. Then if you go to Alabama and you don't start, you can go back to Oregon State or North Dakota State and still get a little bit of change. So the expansion was to help the revenue for the smaller teams. Basically.
Okay, now that makes sense. Okay, now I'm with that then. So let's talk about this game. Cool. Yeah, you. Earlier, right? What you think these dogs gonna do? Your dog's gonna do? What you think they gonna do Saturday?
They do all the time. You can tell.
You got talked up now. I can't hear you.
Okay,
I said what they do all the time. They gonna tear them up. Y'all already know that.
You think they're gonna beat Bama?
Yeah, we
When
gonna
did they
beat
tear 'em
them.
up,
Not
though,
they,
Coop?
we are.
When did they tear them up? When is the last time that they beat Alabama? Come on, man. Let's get real. Let's get real.
Listen, it could have been 1973. I just know now they finna tear them. Okay.
Okay, well, see, that's what you should say.
All right.
Put your chest in. Don't act like they've been doing them all these years, and now you gonna be like, we've been just doing them all
Hey, I'm living for now. I'm living for right now.
Now. So tell me why. Tell me your why.
Because I'm on the team. That's why. I got their back.
Now let me tell you, Coop gonna watch that game and she's gonna be fussing and doing all of that. She's gonna ask me a few questions. She's gonna ask the other Coop questions, and she's gonna.
I'm gonna blast you though.
I'm gonna come back to you.
Hey, my brother always told me.
What's your quarterback name?
She don't know. She don't know. The
I just
dog.
want to help you. See, here's the thing. What I'd love for you to do is pay attention to Kirby Smart and his cheat.
Now that's
He gonna cheat. He's a cheater. He's a cheater.
So Cool Hand, who you got in this matchup?
Well, I'm a big Georgia Tech fan. I'm not a fan of Kirby Smart at all. I don't care too much for him or Rich McKay. I mean, Rich, what's his name? Rich, the coach before him. I thought both of the coaches are horrible for Georgia players. But I'm gonna go for Alabama just because I don't want to see Georgia win.
Oh, wow.
So let me ask you.
They beat Tech. When they beat Tech, I don't care nothing else about them. That's it. I thought we had a chance this year.
That's what a Bull fan does. So look, do you think it's gonna be a dog fight, like Buckeye Bill said? You think it's gonna be one of SEC dog fights? Or you think
I think so. I do think so. They Bulldogs, man. I'm talking about Georgia. They always put up a good fight, but it always be some of the buffoonery that takes place within that game every time. So. And then they hear the Mercedes-Benz too. So they'll put up a good fight. They may pull it off. But the boy Bennett, he ain't got it. Ain't now one of Georgia quarterbacks had it in the past 3, 4, 5 years. To be honest, all of them suck to me.
And then you think about, because like you said, it's going to be some buffoonery because Kirby Smart, what he does is he whines until the referee overturns what it is, pick that flag up. I guarantee we're going to see a couple of those, and like I tell the Georgia fans, if they're that good, there's no need for all of that. If they're just that good, I'll get my take. I'll get my take later. Mitty, who you got in this game?
I'm gonna say Georgia because personally I don't like it's a kind of
There
K.
you
Dot
go.
Reason, we'll talk about that off air. You know, I do not like Alabama.
Me either.
I, every chance, I wanted to show the OG a little respect, but every chance they get, I hope some team mollywop them.
Yeah. He gonna talk about it tomorrow. You know he coming on. Your daddy.
I might have to go. I might have to go hide.
You gonna have nope. You gotta come up here.
Oh
But
no,
I
you gotta come up out of that rock there, Manny, because I'm gonna need you, man, to get with the OG, baby. I'm gonna need you now.
Who you got, Buckeye Bill?
Hey, listen, I'm gonna make it simple. Alabama is gonna beat them 28-21, just like they always have. Actually, Alabama is 4-0 in Mercedes-Benz against Georgia. 4-0. They're gonna go 5-0 come Saturday. Because one thing Georgia cannot overcome is the mystique of toilet paper guy. Roll Tide. They can't understand. They don't know how to get over it. And you gotta understand, dogs can't wipe their own tush. So the point is, you got some toilet paper and no arms or legs to wipe the tush. So the tush stays on the tush. It is what it is, man. So I just told you, Alabama 28-21. Holla at me if you see me coming. That's all I got for you, baby.
Okay, so I think I'll give my take. I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a dog fight. Nobody's gonna run away with it. It's to me is in this particular game, and I don't think in any of the championship games that stats, in my opinion, don't matter in these games. These games are passionate. These games are hard fought, and it just doesn't matter how many yards a person has in a prior game into this game. So this one was a hard one for me though, because just like Cool Hand said, Georgia does fight. They will fight back. They are a good comeback team. However, I just don't think they have enough. Ty Simpson has gotten better. Even though, he's thrown a couple of picks or whatever, but he's gotten better. He's found his rhythm. Neither one of them have any quality, wide receivers. I mean, they're not like the Buckeyes.
No. Williams is gonna act a fool because he's transferring to LSU.
I don't know.
Yes, okay. He is. He's gonna act a fool. He's gonna act a fool.
So I'm gonna pick Bama. I think Bama gonna take it. And but
what's your prediction? I'm sorry, I didn't hear it. Say it with your chest.
I think Bama gonna take it. I think Bama gonna take it by 3.
What's the score?
I say 24-21.
Where did 24 come from, though?
I don't know.
Where did 24 come from? They're gonna score 21 points in the first half and only score 3 points in the second half.
You got 3 touchdowns and a field goal. I'm saying if they even score that high, I don't even see a high of scoring game. Do you see them scoring a lot of points? Either team.
The over under is 40 points, which means both of them has to just to hit the number. Both of them has to hit 20 points.
They may not do that.
If you go over, then somebody has to score more than 20 points. If you go under, that's where I'm telling you.
I don't do that over and under when I'm doing my predictions.
That's where I'm telling you that Georgia is not going to score as many points as you think they will.
I don't know about that. I think it's going to go back and forth. If it's going to be a high offensive scoring game, I think they're going to go back and forth. I really do.
I do too.
I hope so. I hope so. I hope
Well,
it's
I
a
mean,
great.
I'd love to see a great game. Don't get me wrong. Hey, I'd love to see 58-47. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't care because that game is really not going to dictate anything other than who's going to stay. Who if Georgia stays in the top four. That's all it dictates. Because if Georgia loses to Alabama, they either stay there or they get a home field advantage for the first round. You think
Okay.
that they wouldn't take that in a heartbeat to make more money?
Now let me ask you this.
Come on, man.
Let me
Both of
ask
them
you
would
this.
do it.
Okay,
Both of them would do it.
so with Bama, so if Bama loses, okay, they're number 9, and they have this big thing with Bama and Notre Dame. So if Notre Dame wins and Bama loses to Georgia, the number 3 team, do they stay in the playoffs?
Notre Dame is going
That's
on
3
a bye.
losses.
They're not playing.
Okay, I'm just saying, if not, because that's the discussion. I don't care whether they're playing or not. That's the discussion between they think that Notre Dame should be, those spaces should be flipped. That's the discussion. Even today, that's what they're talking about. So if Notre Dame wins, let's just say if Notre Dame wins, because
When
if Notre Dame wins and Bama loses, does Bama stay in the playoffs?
Wait. What are we talking about?
If
Nat,
Bama loses to
Nat, just tell
Georgia,
me what she's saying because I'm not understanding what she's saying because
repeat it,
Indiana
Nita.
is Notre Dame is not playing this weekend.
I don't care whether they're playing or not. This is what I'm saying. You're talking about number 9 and number 10. Okay. The discussion today on Sports Center, which whatever it was I was watching, people are still upset that Notre Dame is number 10 and that Bama is number 9. So the question is, in which they posed that question today, so I'm posing it to you in our village, if Notre Dame wins, okay, even though they don't have a conference championship game, but we can go on about that because there's some teams that are anyway. That's a whole different
phrase
story.
it differently.
So look, so if
Phrase
Notre
it
Dame
differently.
loses, right? If Notre Dame wins, right? They win. They win their next game. I'm just saying they win the next game. We know they're sitting out. Okay, but
There's
if
no
Bama
next
loses,
game though, is what I'm trying to explain to you. Think about what I'm getting ready to explain.
oh, they don't have another game. Notre Dame.
There's no other game
Okay,
for Notre Dame
okay, so
to win.
so Notre
So
Dame is
if
in their
Georgia
last game.
loses, now here's the scenario that I think you're trying to get to.
No, wait, hold on. So we'll just say, okay, Notre Dame's sitting out. They're good. They're just sitting there waiting, right? Bama loses. Does Bama stay in the playoffs? Now, Notre Dame has won all their games. They're done. They're sitting there waiting. They're waiting for this game, right? This is the game they care about, that Notre Dame cares about. Am I wrong, Nitty?
no, I get what you said, but
Yeah.
see, yeah,
So-
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But because I mean, let's just tell it like it is. Notre Dame chilling, and Alabama's gonna lose.
So I'm asking, if Bama loses, and I'm asking everybody, if Bama loses, do they stay in the playoffs?
They shouldn't.
Do
They shouldn't, but they're going to, because for the simple fact that they'll find a way to put them in the playoff, because for the simple fact that they've been doing that for years. We done seen this story before with Alabama.
So Buckeye Bill, do you think Bama stays in the playoffs? If they lose, does that automatically put Notre Dame in the playoffs or in the spot they want to be in?
So okay, here's the scenario. If
Okay.
Alabama loses the game, okay.
When they lose the game.
Think about what I'm getting ready to tell you though. And
Okay.
Texas Tech beat BYU. Alabama can fall to BYU spot, still be an at-large team to play someplace else, wherever the venue is, and still be in the playoffs.
So wait, go back. You said if
Listen to me.
Texas Tech. You said if they beat BYU.
Yeah, if Texas Tech beat BYU, BYU's completely out of it. You know that, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so look at your graphics and see what we're talking about.
Okay.
That means Georgia, Alabama can fall and take that spot. They fall out. Even though because you got to think about it. They beat they lost to the number 3 team in the nation and beat them prior to being number 3. So that would push BYU completely out of it. So thank you very much.
Okay.
That would bring them down. Okay. Now think about this: if Alabama loses to Georgia, and Virginia beats Duke, and Georgia and Alabama, Alabama and Virginia play each other, who's the favorite? That would be Alabama.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So what Coop was saying, is that there's so much politics involved and so much revenue involved. That's how they, because after Saturday, that's when they get paid to do their job. Right now, it's all speculation.
Okay, so Bama. So what you're saying is, with the loss, them losing to a number 3 Georgia,
they stay in the playoffs.
It's a quality loss, right?
It'll be a quality loss, but they'll stay in the playoffs. But they will be a first round visitor to somebody. They're not going to host a game.
So that's what I said.
Against maybe a Virginia who won the ACC title. You get my point?
So, now, let me ask you this, and I'll ask Nitty. Bama wins. What happens to Notre Dame?
They fall. Then do the same thing that Alabama would have to do. Play against Texas Tech or a Virginia. If Texas Tech, or Texas A&M, Texas Tech is still in the top echelon, but they might have to be pitted with a Texas A&M, and one of them is going to have a home game. So it depends on what the committee says who gets the home game. So if Alabama loses and they have to play a Texas A&M at Texas A&M, they have to show up. If they have to play if BYU loses to Virginia, then again, like I said, they would have to play a Virginia at their crib. So those are the scenarios that they didn't iron out while they did the 12-game playoff. They didn't iron all that out. Now they're going on the seat of the pants trying to figure it out. So that's what's happening.
So let me ask Cool Hand, Miami and Texas on the bubble. A lot of talk that Texas and Miami should get in this playoff, even though they're on the cuffs. You got number 12 and number 13. What's your take on that? Do you think that they've played good enough throughout the season to earn their playoff spot?
You say
Miami and Texas.
Miami and Texas?
Mm-hmm.
Texas, yeah. Miami, no. I really haven't followed Miami like that. I caught a few highlights.
I don't agree with that.
But I haven't really seen anything but Texas. I think so. Due to the fact that isn't this Texas first, second year in SEC? They just brought them in?
I think it's their second year, right? Yeah,
Well,
it's their second year.
Texas,
their first year was last year. When
Texas went to the SEC championship playing Georgia.
Right. That's right. So of course, yeah, I would look at more so Texas in the game and Miami falling off because you're talking about an extension of a new regime. Oh yeah, they want to keep them relevant.
Well, here's the thing, Coop. I'm going to tell you one thing, and the reason why You're wrong. Um, Texas lost to Ohio State. They lost to Georgia,
He just laughed.
and then they lost to Florida.
Who? Texas?
Texas.
Tex- So you
So
saying most of Miami will be in the game, then Texas will fall off. That's what you're
Miami
saying?
has a better overall record than Texas, and an overall record than Virginia and Duke, who was in the ACC championship. They are deserving to be in there. They are deserving of the position if they can squeak in there. I'm not saying that they're going to get in there, but yeah, no, not Texas, Miami. And who's the better draw?
So, well, that's what
Miami.
I'm gonna ask, Buckeye Bill.
Guess why? They played the national championship in Miami. Come on, bro.
Okay.
So,
Well, in all fairness, like I say, I haven't followed them like that anyway, man. Like I say, if it ain't Tech, I'm not finna fall behind. I'm ACC anyway, so I, even with Miami, I ain't paying attention to them boys.
And Miami, aren't they ACC?
Yeah, the ACC.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, hey, when they come with Tech, hey, it's not like I'm doing a research on them guys. You know what I'm saying? As long as we beat them, we good.
Yeah. So Buckeye Bill. What makes who did Miami play that makes their schedule, their record so impressive? Versus Texas.
It's not who they played, it's who they lost to. Who they lost to was that Louisville game. You see, and that's where Texas and Miami are at a standstill. Miami lost to Louisville, and Texas lost to Florida. Both of those teams were like 3-7 at the time. And that's why the tiebreaker between the two of them, if they can squeak into the playoffs, is the reason why one or the other would get in there. And then they have to look, and the committee has to look at which was Louisville better at the time than Florida at the time.
Okay.
So that's that's the complicated. I don't even deal with that. I'm a Ohio State beats Indiana. Let's go.
Yeah, but about that business, and we talk about it all. So
we about that business, though, baby.
Yeah. So really, it can't be both of them. It's one or the other that gets into this playoff.
It's gonna be one or the other. It's gonna be one or the other.
Okay. So again, this playoff expansion, 12-team playoff expansion, was basically for exposure, because it wasn't for 16 to get to the show.
More exposure
and revenue, TV contracts.
Okay. Well, there you have it. Well, I know that the game is on, Detroit and Dallas. I don't have a dog in the fight because there's no Buckeyes on either team. I don't like either team. Who y'all got on that? Who y'all got tonight for that game? Who you going with?
Talking to me?
Yep, whoever.
Lions.
Coolhan, you on mute. Coolhan, if you're trying to talk.
You hear me? Okay. Yeah, I'm going with Detroit too as well. I don't care too much for the Cowboys.
Yeah,
I don't like the Cowboy owner.
Who you going for, Nitty?
I'll go for Detroit before I go for the Dallas Cowboys, because I don't like Jerry. Until Jerry leaves, I can't root for the Cowboys.
Yeah,
I agree.
Same here, but I don't like Detroit either. Who you got, Buckeye Bill?
I don't deal with Michigan at all. So I don't even care if it's Doo Brown and everybody else playing against the Lions. I'm taking Doo Brown
Yeah.
against the Lions. So I'm taking Doo Brown, the Cowboys.
And they got Aiden Hutchinson, and I don't, hey, I don't like Aiden.
I don't have it to do with Detroit or Michigan or that team up. I don't care nothing about them. I don't even care about my family members up there at FAMU. So I'm not gonna be trying to cheer for a team that, you know what I'm saying, that is up there. I don't care if it's Michigan State, Michigan, what you call State. I'm never gonna root for none of them to win anything. So
What you call that state up north?
Michigan. Or Teton.
Boy, look here, man. You better recognize, man, who you talking to, boy. We Ohio playaholics down here.
We
We
can
Ohio
use
playaholics,
the
baby. Recognize who we is up in here. Hey, I will say this though, Cool Hank. Hey, man, thank you for joining us, man. Appreciate
Yes, sir.
Appreciate your thoughts, man. You're always welcome. Again, family, come on in, man. Let's talk. Well, this is all about you guys. This is your platform. We're just here to facilitate it for you guys and enjoy what you enjoy, which is sports and the love of sports. So I want y'all to just keep liking, sharing, subscribing, following. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your co-workers. Tell a little dog walking down there that ain't paying attention to you. Tell everybody. You feel? You know what I'm saying? Smack them in the head and ask them, hey, did you listen to About That Business with the family? You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we gonna keep this rolling because the train is on the tracks. And you are the conductor. So let's do this. Let's keep it moving, guys. What say you, Ladybug?
All right, I want to announce that tomorrow, join in, call if you want to. Call in. Going to be a very interesting show. We're going to have Big Reg on here, who's a diehard Hoosier fan. So we're going to have a knockout, drag out fight tomorrow. So it's going to be fun to watch.
I can't wait. I got all this right here ready for him.
We'll have Buckeye Bill against Big Reg. It's going to be fun.
Where's my referee shirt?
And I'm gonna
go hide in the closet, Tim. Go ahead and get it. Go hide in the closet.
I want to also say, Kuhan, that I did root for you. I rooted for you, for Tech. I was rooting for him, and I really thought they was going to. I really had faith that they were going to do well. I did.
I appreciate it.
They were going to give Georgia a game, but I was shocked. So I did root for your team. I did. But with that being said, we'll let you guys get back to the game. Remember, like, follow, share, subscribe. The same thing we always say. And we just end in a little bit early. So we get back to the game. Join us tomorrow, 8 p.m. Saturday, we have an announcement, a big announcement. So make sure you're there Saturday. I'll remind you as well for our pregame show. So with that being said, have a good night. Take us out, Buckeye Bill.
Boy, look here, man. We about that business. Hey, we kind of like the number 10. We Ohio playaholics. What say you? And we out. Peace.
Hey.
Synesthetic. I'm trying to win my team a championship. I'm trying to win my team a championship. Let's go. Trying to win my team a championship. We all in the game, trying to get us some ranks and ball in the paint. Should I do what you can? Hey, Block is the name, BMG is the guy. Hey, yeah, but we working. Hey, yeah, but we working. Hey, practice make perfect. Hey, practice make perfect. Trying to win my team a championship. Yeah, and we score every chance that we get. Take
take advantage of handles, it's all in the wrist. Got shooters on the squad, perfect aiming up Swiss. Got shooters on the squad, trying to win my team a championship. Everybody is playing their roles, they watch out post.